Hello, my oily friends. Happy February. Coming to you today to discuss this month's specials and essential rewards. So let's get started. Since this is a recording, stuff will look like it's backwards, but here's this month's rewards. You guys can see this on the team page, and it's also in your back office. So first one we're going to talk about is at the 100 PV this month, only if you're on Essential Rewards. So that's why we're going to talk about Essential Rewards. When you place an order 100 PV on Essential Rewards, you receive a free bottle of lemongrass. So lemongrass, what might we know about lemongrass? It's from Southeast Asia. It's very, it has a sense of clarity and relaxation. And the aroma is very stimulating and purifying in the air. So it may help, it also may help support healthy joints and during your fitness goals. And so you can use it before and after exercise. So this is one we use in our studio a lot. We'll mix it with Orthosport massage oil and use it on our clients. It's another one that you can also put in other cleaning products, and you're using your dishes and your laundry to give it a clean smelling boost. For anyone that follows energy and chakra points, lemongrass is good for the solar plexus. And another interesting thing I found out about lemongrass as I was studying is that it helps protect the auric field from electromagnetic energy. So, you know, they recommended, you know, it's a good one for when you're going through the airport or anytime you're going to be around a lot of like computers and phones and all that. You know, we're kind of bombarded with that all the time. So this evidently helps with that. So try it and see what you think. But lemongrass. Next one is at the 190 PV. So when you spend 190 PV, you receive wintergreen, a 15 milliliter bottle of wintergreen. And if it's on an Essential Rewards order, you also receive a 15 milliliter bottle of Eucalyptus radiata, along with your lemongrass. So let's talk first wintergreen. So wintergreen, most everyone is familiar with wintergreen. We smell it, we know it. You know, we grew up with wintergreen mints and all kinds of things wintergreen smelling. So, you know, it's very minty and it can be very stimulating and invigorating. So it's, you know, I kind of whiffed it before we got started to kind of wake myself up a little bit. So mentally, it's very stimulating. It increases attentiveness. And it's a good thing to note is it's 85 to 99% methyl salicylate, which is the same active ingredient as birch. And birch and wintergreen are the only two plants that contain natural occurring methyl salicylate. So you'll see that in a lot of other products like toothpastes and muscle rubs and root beer and things like that. And most of those are synthetically created. They're not actually from the wintergreen or birch tree. So just an interesting thing to note. Some other things that we might note about wintergreen. So one of our favorite things, this is another one we use in our studio and at our home. You know, we like to, again, integrate it with other like massage oils and things like that and use it. This one's also found in the blends Raven, Deep Relief, Panaway, Orthosport, and Ortho-Ease massage oils. And also Cool Azul pain cream. You'll find the wintergreen in it. So, you know, those are other products that has wintergreen in them. A few other things to note about wintergreen. The American settlers used to have their children chew the leaves of wintergreen in the spring to help support healthy gums. And then another thing I found very interesting is the Native Americans chewed wintergreen when running long distances to help increase endurance and respiratory capacity. I found that quite interesting. And Native Americans also enjoyed wintergreen tea. they made that from birch bark and wintergreen. So they used it as a substitute for black tea during the Revolutionary War. So just a few tidbits on wintergreen. We like to diffuse this one also. It's very nice diffused. You know, you can apply it on the anywhere that you're wanting to kind of soothe the muscles. It's nice. You know, back of the neck, shoulders, legs, any of those areas. So that's a few things to use wintergreen. So Eucalyptus radiata. So eucalyptus, a lot to know about eucalyptus. So traditionally, eucalyptus species have been known to support healthy respiratory system and to soothe muscles after exercise. How many people knew that? Did you know that it soothed muscles after exercise? The Australian Aborigines used the leaves for soothing physical and emotional discomfort. But there's a lot of confusion about wintergreen, mainly because there's 700 species of eucalyptus. So there's all kinds out on the market. And on top of it, many companies are labeling oil just under the genus Eucalyptus. So you don't really know exactly which eucalyptus it is. So the one we're talking about today is Eucalyptus radiata. So a chemotype, that's another thing to know. What is a chemotype? Chemistry again. Chemotype is a designation that tells you that the species has different chemical constituents. So a lot of your perfume varieties contain citronella, citronellol, while the species that has been studied to support respiratory system function contains 1,8-cineol. So Eucalyptus radiata contains 60 to 75% 1,8-cineol. Also, Eucalyptus globus has 1,8-cineol in it. So that, for you chemistry buffs, that's something to look up. And cineol is C-I-N-E-O-L-E. So another name that's commonly known for is black peppermint oil, the Eucalyptus radiata. And, you know, so it says the same constituent as Eucalyptus globus, but there's a difference in smell. So the radiata is a little milder than the Eucalyptus globus. And it says only 2 out of the 6 known chemotypes are harvested. CT chemotype, 1,8-cineol, and the CR pepperitone. So they're again for you chemistry buffs. But Eucalyptus radiata has kind of some people say kind of a sweet, fruity aroma. Not to me, it's very kind of awakening and opening. We use this one a lot in our studio. When clients come in, we have like neck wraps. So while they're waiting for their appointment, we'll put the hot neck wrap on them and put a little bit of Eucalyptus radiata on the side, so that it starts just kind of, you know, helping support their respiratory system and getting them just all ready for their exercise. Couple of other cool little tidbits to know. In 1977, Cook's expedition, David Nelson collected a species of eucalyptus and brought it back to the British Museum in London. So that's like one of the first times that, you know, they show eucalyptus being brought back. For those using it for chakra points or energy points, this helps promote the solar plexus and the heart chakra. So that makes sense. If it's good for respiratory, why would it not open? You know, our solar plexus is right here in our chest. I get all kinds of notes. I had to get notes. There's so much information I have to give you guys. So next thing on the list. So we've talked about wintergreen and eucalyptus. Next thing is at the 250 PV mark. We receive all of the before mentioned oils plus Palo Santo and 25 extra essential reward points. So that's why I really wanted to talk about essential rewards this time. So you get those 20 extra essential rewards points and you get Palo Santo. So some of you might have saw my video the other day on Palo Santo. So some things that we'll just kind of go over real quick. Palo Santo. some things to note about it. Its Spanish name means holy wood. So I think that's very important to remember when you're using this oil. So think holy wood. It's related to frankincense, myrrh, and copal. So copal is copaiba, and it's part of the citrus family. So some thinks that it has kind of a sweet, minty, lemony scent. To me, it smells like licorice. You guys smell and see what you think. Energetically cleansing, similar to the properties of sage and cedar wood. And it's very grounding. So to me, I think about this, look at the color of the bottle. And for those of you that are familiar with Valor, it's the same color almost as our bottle of Valor. For those of you that are new, probably are not familiar with it because it's been out of stock for a while, but has a lot of the same similar properties as Valor. So it's very grounding. It's also very balancing to the energy field. So this is one, that's why I ended up putting a roller glide filament on mine. So I roll it on my wrists and hold my wrists together. I also like to roll it along the, let's see if I can get it back here far enough. I like to take and roll it on the edge of my foot. So there's my foot. So I would roll it right along what's considered the spine of the foot. And then I would just VitaFlex that in. Actually start from the bottom and come up. It's kind of hard to go backwards. Who thought they'd see my foot in this video? But anyways, that's how you VitaFlex the bottom of your foot. And it's something that we do when we use Valor, especially when we're doing raindrop. But I do it a lot of times before I go out during the day because it just kind of helps me get kind of balanced and grounded before going out. So it's very uplifting. And if we think balancing our energy, and one way I like to think about that is, you know, during the day when you're feel like you're going in 10 zillion different directions and your body's energy is just kind of chaotic at the moment. That's why I like to put a little bit on the wrist and just kind of hold the wrists together. And you'll just kind of feel everything kind of center and calm, and then you can go on about your day. So that's what I mean when it kind of balancing. It's also very uplifting, so it can increase or raise our vibrational frequency. So, you know, if we're feeling kind of it's a good one to kind of boost you back up. Very calming, great for easing and soothing muscles. So they gave you a lot of stuff this month that's good for those muscles. In Ecuador, it's illegal to remove or cut down Palo Santo trees as they are protected. And even taking the dead trees out are limited and protected by the government. So another thing, you know, think about it, holy wood, very calming, grounding, protecting. So this would be a great one to diffuse in the home as kind of a good protection oil. The Incas used it to purify and cleanse their spirit from negative energy. So just another little tidbit. Really liking the Palo Santo lately, and I'm not really a licorice fan, but I'm really liking the Palo Santo lately. So that's a nice one to get a hold of. So the very last oil we'll talk about, which is at that 300 PV mark, is our Panaway. So everybody's pretty much familiar with Panaway because it came in your everyday oils kit. Your premium starter kit should have had Panaway in it. So Panaway, some things we can note about it. It contains the natural occurring constituents methyl salicylate. So remember we talked about that in wintergreen, gamma curcumin, menthol, and eugenol. So this oil has 4 oils in it to make this blend: wintergreen, peppermint, clove, and helichrysum. So very good oil. Very supportive after, you know, exercising. So this is another one, you know, good to use while you're exercising. It's very invigorating, very cooling. We know that effect of like peppermint and wintergreen can be kind of cooling. It contains, you know, methyl salicylate. It's great to, you know, apply to the back of the neck, anywhere that you're needing a little kind of calming of the muscles. So a little tidbit that I'll tell you on this one. Panaway. I use this one. I wouldn't use this one just for like everyday stuff. Because we know this one, if we go to replace it, is a little bit more pricier than say a wintergreen. So if it's just like everyday I need to kind of soothe my muscles because I worked a little bit, harder than usual, or I slept the wrong way or whatever, I'll use wintergreen or peppermint or deep relief. Now, if I really overdid it and it hurts to move or something like that, I just way overdid it and I need some really good support, then I'll use my Panaway. So I save it for when I really need it and when I really boogered myself up. And any of them I usually will add into Orthosport. And then the other thing at that 300 PV mark is you also get another 20 Essential Rewards points. So that's a grand total. If you go all the way up to the 300 PV freebie mark, you have the opportunity to get 40 ER points or dollars. Points and dollars end up being the same. So for those of you that are not on Essential Rewards, why would you want to be? This would be the best month to get on Essential Rewards. So Essential Rewards, virtually they call it an auto ship. I really don't like calling it that because we can change our shipping date. We can change everything that's in our order every month. So you're not locked into ordering a certain product nor on a certain date. But if you forget to change your order, then you'll end up with the same products or whatever you ordered from the month before. So you want to make sure and go in there and change it. All you have to spend is a minimum of 50 PV a month on Essential Rewards to remain active on Essential Rewards. And so they reward you for what you purchase. So on your Essential Rewards order, let's say that we're going to use the 300 since that's where we're really wanting to go to get those extra points this month. So for the first 3 months that you're on Essential Rewards, you receive 10% back of your Essential Rewards purchase. So for this month, if this is your starting month, you would earn 10% back. So $30 or 30 PV would go into your Essential Rewards bank. When you log into your virtual office, up in that left top hand corner, it tells you about how many points you have accumulated. And after you've been on the program for 2 months, then you can cash in those points. So you just go in to do a quick order. You pick your products. You want equal PV dollar amount products. You put those in, you go to checkout, and you can apply those towards your Essential Rewards points. And then all you have to pay is shipping. Pretty sweet. So for those that have been on it over 3 months, in that 4 to 24 month period, you earn 20% back. So if you cash in and go for the gusto and get all the free stuff this month, that would be 60 PV or $60. And for those of us that's been on it for a while and are now up to the 25%, then we're earning $75 this month if we spend just 30 PV. Couple of other things to know about Essential Rewards. You can cancel it at any time. Just use your points before you cancel it or you lose them. The other thing is if you cancel it and you've gotten up to where you're about 20-25%, you go all the way back to 10 if you decide to start back up. Also, if you miss a month, you drop back to square one. So you don't want to miss a month. And most all of us, if we're starting to replace all those toxic products in our home, 50 PV, $50 is very easy to spend. So, think about it as this, like for us, instead of going to the grocery store or the drugstore or Walmart or wherever and buying our cleaning products and our personal care products and all that, we're now purchasing those from Young Living. So instead of going and buying toxic, nasty laundry soap, we're buying our Thieves laundry soap because we know it's plant-based and there's no toxins in it. Instead of going and buying facial cleanser or shampoos or soaps, we're ordering those from Young Living. So we're just redirecting the money that we're already spending to Young Living, and we're getting rewarded for it. And we know that the products that we're using are plant-based and non-toxic. So, something else to note, if you haven't started making that switch yet, go and grab some of the bottles of the products that you're still using that you're purchasing at the grocery store or the department store or the drugstore. Turn it over, look at the ingredients. I'll use a simple one that's in a lot of products. So if you turn it over and you see sodium lauryl sulfate, or SLS, you're going to go into your computer, into Google, and type in dangers of sodium lauryl sulfate, and then see what pops up. It is quite scary and quite eye-opening. And what drives me crazy is once I started learning about this, that stuff's even in our green and organic products, and it's a known endocrine system disruptor. It wreaks havoc on our hormones and many other things. So start learning about a lot of those toxic chemicals and what they can do to the body, and start getting them out of the home and replacing them with good stuff. And that's where Essential Rewards is awesome, because you can get rewarded for that replacement buying. So instead of, you know, buying laundry soap, you can get your Thieves. One of the most amazing ones is your Thieves household cleaner. That replaced every cleaner in our entire house. So instead of having all these cleaners underneath our sink and in our bathroom, we have one cleaner now that cleans everything, even our vegetables. You know, get the Art Skincare if you're wanting to start doing skincare, the shampoos, Ningxia Red. And then the other thing to note is on Essential Rewards, there's certain products or certain packages they put together that you can only get on Essential Rewards. So Ningxia Red, for example, there is a Ningxia Red Essential Reward packet where you get 4 bottles of Ningxia Red and then a box of the 30 packets. And it's like $181, which comes down to the least price per ounce of any of the Ningxia Red that you can purchase. And yes, Ningxia Red is an investment, but it's the best investment you can make for your family, because it supports every single system in the body. It's going to support your immune system, your cardiovascular system, your digestive system, your eye health, your everything, muscles, tissue, the whole 9 yards. So really look into that one. There's also a Thieves Essential Rewards packet. So if you're really wanting to get all those toxins, start moving the toxins out of your home, get the Thieves Essential Rewards pack, because you get 2 bottles of the household cleaner, 2 bottles of spray, 2 bottles of the hand gel, let's see, a mouthwash, a toothpaste, a 15 milliliter bottle of Thieves. And I know I'm forgetting something, but you get all of that in one packet. So, 2 foaming hand soaps, so you can replace the hand soap in your house. So, I mean, think about, there's so many toxins that's in those products, and you can replace it with one thing, and then you get rewarded for it. So that's one of the reasons you want to be on Essential Rewards, is because you'll start getting rewarded for what you're purchasing. And when you figure out like the Thieves household cleaner, it's a concentrated bottle, and it only costs maybe $1 per bottle that you make. You know, you're paying $20 some for the concentrated bottle, which you're getting many bottles out of it, and it's going to be much less than what you've been spending already. So the other thing with Essential Rewards, cheaper shipping. And then also they give you gifts at month 3, 6, and 9, and month 12. They give you loyalty gifts, just to thank you for being on Essential Rewards. So that's pretty sweet. Like this month, let's think about it. This month we receive 5 great oils, which at wholesale come out to over $110. Then you're going to get an extra 40 PV, $40 in your rewards bank. So that alone is over $150 just free that you get for spending $300. So we're looking at the 300 PV. Then on your Essential Rewards also, if this is your first month, you get that 10%, so you would get 30. If you've been past 3 months, you're getting 60. And if you've been past 2 years, you're getting an extra 75. So let's break it down again. If it's your first month on the ER, you're going to get a total of 70 ER points or dollars in your ER bank. That's nice. That's $70. You just go shopping. You go in there, you spend it, you pay the shipping, and shows up at your door, and you didn't have to spend any money on it. If you're at the 20%, now you're looking at, you just got $100 this month in your ER bank. If you're at 25%, you have $115 in your ER bank, on top of all these great oils. So I hope you learned a lot. I hope this helps to know, you know, some of the things. And what I mentioned with these oils, that's like a fragment of what you can do with them. You know, I recommend you get some of your own reference material and start referencing them and learn all the other different things. Something I didn't mention about eucalyptus, we also diffuse this a lot. So this is a great one to diffuse. Lemongrass, great to diffuse. It's also, lemongrass is found in purification. So if you love purification when you got it, this is in purification. So it's going to clean the air in your home. So hope this helped. If you have any questions, you can message, you know, myself or your team leader, or message us here on the page. This will be on a couple of different pages, couple of different teams. So blessings, and go out and get some goodies for February.